Welcome back to JD Sports Gaming. We're back here for a season recap and some off-season recruiting and training and all that, all the good stuff. But we get first and foremost Heisman winner Matt Connors, fullback, football's back, baby. Georgia Tech. Love to see it. Love to see it. That's awesome. A fullback win the Heisman. 1,900 yards rushing on the year for him, for Connors. But for the season recap, we finished the year 4 wins, one more win than last year. And a lot of it came down to the last game of Fresno State, but job security is 100%. Met all of our goals. I don't think we met one of them, but we do get one player on all WAC, which, as you see, was loaded from the top two teams in Fresno State and Nevada. Just look at that, Fresno, Nevada, Fresno State. You go down the list, and we actually don't get to a different school until D-tackle. Whole offense of line, and then little Idaho, sprinkling some Idaho and a couple of Hawaii defenders, and that's what we kind of want to try to get to is getting some of those. We see San Jose State up there, but not there quite there yet. But we do see Kyle Nunn. He well deserving. I don't think he had the catches for this first save, but he had 1,000 yards receiving. A great year for Kyle Nunn. And honestly, for the receiving corps, we'll take the look at the season stats after this. I think we finished the year offensively fantastic. I don't think we ever even close to even 500 yards receiving last year with the receivers. I think a lot had to do with the quarterback play, but also I think another year of maturity for the receivers, and getting open downfield. But Jurek almost had 1,000 yards passing. Got hurt early on. 7 touchdown passes, and then Stewart coming in doing a pretty good job. 2,000 yards passing, 14 touchdown passes, 8 interceptions, 3 interceptions for Jurek. And we're being 58 overall. I thought he plays well beyond 58 overall. And so I wasn't too disappointed. There's just an inconsistency at the quarterback spot. But he threw some deep balls that were, fantastic. Completion percentage I like to see get up. Obviously we're asking a lot from a 58 and a 62 overall quarterback. We see those long pass plays. Some are screens, but some are deep shots. And, Stewart has a pretty good deep ball. And our receivers doing a great job of coming down with them. So, not too disappointing. Just really the biggest thing is sacks, and that's not really on them. It's, offensive line, but completion percentage I like to see go up quite a bit. And that's the only downside. Just going from what we have, and look at the rushing. This is what I really like to see. Freeman, 200 carries, almost had 1,000 yards. I bet he would have had it if he didn't get hurt in that first half of the Fresno State game. But he does come over with 5 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns. Lana, the other senior back, with 3 touchdowns. And, fumbling, you see fumbles. Stewart there with 6 fumbles. Turnovers kind of killed us there. And, actually we'll go take a look at deeper dive in the conference stats, which I'm kind of surprised of some I thought we'd be leading the nation in, but we don't. But even Grigsby, 7 carries, 74 yards. Just getting some of the jet sweeps and probably utilize that a little more going into next year. But other than that, offensively, I'm way better. It's just fantastic. Kyle Nunn, 1,000 yards receiving. Then Chandler Jones, 600 yards receiving, 6 touchdown catches for Nunn, 7 for Jones, and Grigsby with 1. And was that Freeman? Freeman is up there. I was kind of surprised to see him up there with catches with 1 touchdown. And Ray Rodriguez, he's kind of a quiet year, but he was kind of Mr. Reliable. If threw his way, and that's what's going to hurt next year. And we'll lose Rodriguez and Otten. We'll kind of talk a little bit more about that. But we go from a lot of 2 tight end sets, we ran the ball well because of those tight ends, and so that we're going to be down significantly at that tight end spot. But we got to kind of adapt, and we might change up on the offense just a little bit to maximize what we have offensively, and a good receiving core, and you'll see a great quarterback and running back duo that we got that transferred in from Oregon. Yeah, I know. I'm juiced about that. A lot of sacks given up here, and Greg Mack's starting as a freshman at right tackle. Yeah, he had a rough go. Even Kuzenberry, the senior, just a lot of sacks given up, and a lot of it was right off the gate. I'd like to see that improving. Hopefully our line improves in training. I'd love to see that. We'll take a look at the stats within the conference, and this is kind of interesting to see because I thought we were not very good. I didn't think we'd be that great offensively in offensive yards, but number 3 in the conference behind the top 2 teams. And I'm impressed. I'm impressed with our offense, and just the sacks was kind of a big deal, and the turnovers are a big deal. But passing yards, we're second in the conference in passing yards. Like to see that rushing. Little second. I kind of figured that'd be vice versa, but there's some games we struggled to run the ball. And I think we do believe sacks accumulate with the rushing yards. So I kind of get that. We had a lot of sacks given up, but this is where I was surprised. I thought we'd be dead last or top of the conference in sacks, but we're in the middle of the pack, so it's not too bad. Not too bad. I thought it'd be way up there. The turnovers, this is where we got to fix. You see the top 2 teams. The only positive ones are the ones that are, top 2. And the reason why they have all conference players. So that's something we have to clean up is our giveaways. And we did have a few takeaways. Actually, we were second to last in takeaways. But something we have to get better on. And I think that will come with better quarterback play. Moving on. So, a good year. It was a decent year. Not a great year, but a good year. Another step in going the right direction. The only goal we failed was 6 games, and that wasn't really a big thing for us, but met every other goal, and that's what we're striving for. Keep our job security. And and the yardage, and I was kind of really surprised about the 50% completion percentage, because I know we had some games where that was ugly. So then we'll take a look, and we get a job offer to be offensive coordinator going to the Sun Belt in Troy. And I do take a look at it. The only thing that holds me back is those 2 transfers, and I like what we're building here. I like the receiving core, and I like to compete. I think it's just compete in the WAC. That I kind of I like to be better. I like to be better with what we have, and I think we're going to be better. But obviously our goals are going to change with a 3-year extension with San Jose State. So it's between Troy and San Jose, but they see the overall of Troy a lot better football team. But also we're starting out, and we did fulfill the 2-year contract, and I wasn't going to leave until we fulfilled at least 2 years. So a little decision making here, and the Washington State job too was coming up, but 2-year win at 8 games. 3,000 yards passing each season. That's a lot of passing yards. That's a lot of passing yards. So we did fulfill that with San Jose State. But I'm a loyal guy. Coach Troy Walker's a loyal guy. So we're going to stick with San Jose. Like I said, I love what the transfers we got, especially offensively in the receiving core this year. Next year might be a different story. But taking a look at the players leaving, of course, we lose those 2 good backs in Freeman and Lana. Max Miller, fullback. He was okay, but this is what really hurts his tight ends. Ray Rodriguez and Ray Otten. Like I said, we're going to probably go a little more. 3 receiver sets, 4 receiver sets. Might be just kind of going with my gut feeling is we might go a little more run and shoot offense. We'll spread it out. We did run the ball very well with I formation. But a lot of it had to do with, I think, having a good tight end. And, being 73 and 70 overall in the WAC conference, that's pretty decent. So that's going to be kind of the biggest thing is fulfilling that. And, hopefully moving forward we can get someone developed. But moving forward, here we go. We see some recruits. Had a lot of recruits sign. Again, not anyone that's going to stand out. We'll take a look deeper dives on some of these offensive players. And we kind of talked about before, but a lot of Ds. A lot of Ds. And like I said, a lot of them guys will get redshirted. Hell, some of them might get cut. They might not make the team. But I like to see them develop. I like to see some kind of, I think Bryson Hunter, maybe. Just, maybe, I don't know, D-. We'll see once time comes to it. Jeremy Goins, athlete, doesn't really look like he's going to be something. Muhammad. Yeah, this will. Maybe we can develop. Maybe we can develop. Stephen Brooks. Listen, hopefully we start winning some more games and we can get some better recruits. Because right now this is not very good, but this is actually not bad. Ken Massey, a 2-star, run blocking, pass blocking C. We can go off that. We can build off that. But so after going another couple weeks in recruiting, we do sign basically all the guys that we're going for. And then this guy comes up all of a sudden is a JUCO running back, Chris Miller, 3-star. And he just popped up on the list. And I was like, absolutely. And look at that. I think with the transfer we have from Oregon, I think it looks like it'd be pretty good. So that's, I'm hoping that will happen more often than not. And we do sign him. The only team to offer him a scholarship, so we'll take it. Which is it's kind of crazy to think that we got a 3-star decent running back. I thought they popped up. I thought it'd be pretty bad. But nonetheless, we do sign him, and it's a not bad recruiting class just for us. Again, the stipulations is going after teams or going after guys that are interested in us. 89th in the country and recruiting a lot of 2-stars, 5 3-stars, and we're not dead last in the conference. So we're heading in the right direction. I do like to see us improve and another maybe 70s, 60s. Like to, anyways. Utah State. Ugh. Yeah, there's a lot of bad recruiting there. There's a lot of MAC teams. A lot of MAC teams in Mexico State in our conference. So, it's something we just got to keep developing guys and utilizing what we have and maximizing what we have. So, like I said, offensively, maybe have to change up the offense, but we'll get to it here in the training results. So this is what I don't understand. He was a sophomore when he came in, transferred in, and they already used a year. I don't understand that because Kenny Bassett was a redshirt freshman. So he's technically a sophomore this past. He should be technically a sophomore. I don't know. Somehow he's a junior and then mains. And that kind of messed with my decision of staying because I thought I had Bassett as a sophomore or a junior at least. So he's a senior, so that would be kind of change his plans dramatically. We have to go after a quarterback hard. Hopefully we get a decent looking quarterback. But not bad. Wade, I thought, he missed a lot of field goals and cost us a lot of points. Yeah, so Dustin Maines. That's why I kind of get those two mixed up. Bassett's our running back, Maines our quarterback. But yeah, junior. He's a redshirt freshman. So I don't know. I don't know how that works. Kind of frustrating, to say the least. But we'll take a look here. We're going to we don't go too deep in this in-season recruiting. There's some of the recruits, but again, only going after guys interested in us. 2-star quarterback, 6'5", 225. We're going to go after him. We need him. Redshirt him. Running back, 3-star, Ricky Garcia. Not bad. Not bad. Not great. Not bad. Going after a few guys. Just again, I kind of took a dive, and I did put a guy for fullback. I like to get a fullback. I know we don't have anybody interested. Kind of breaking the rules, but hey, it is what it is. If you're not breaking the rules, I guess you're not winning down. Let's just keep it tough for us on recruiting standpoint. And of course, going after all the tight ends. I don't care how good they are. Need a tackle. I like to see more JUCOs, and I'm going to kind of sniff out maybe after this initial setup is looking at more JUCO players. You can continue to build off that, and those guys start off right off the bat, and use the other guys for to develop. Of course, we need some defensive guys. Just go. I'm going after everybody. Get some numbers, redshirt them. If we get some guys developed, then they can play, or there's a freshman coming in, they can play. We'll throw them in there. But corners kind of the biggest thing. We lost a few decent corners, and we didn't really get much better. So, secondary wise, and kicking wise, I'm surprised. 85 overall. Hopefully, he makes some kicks. So there's some times where we drive right down and we don't do anything. We have a few athletes here. 6'4", 254, J.J. Madison. Oh, they look like a receiver. That's a big receiver, 254. And let's take another one, Turner. I like that. I like the athletes. I do really like the athletes. 33 prospects we're going after. Of course, I'm going after heavy, so hopefully we can get some guys redshirted. we have to make some cuts. We got to make some cuts. But we'll take a look real quick at our schedule. Actually, yeah, schedule. Yeah, I don't have to redshirt too many guys, but you know, Stanford, San Diego State, Minnesota. It's gonna be tough get-go, and if I'm changing up the offense, I don't like to see Stanford off the get-go. But you know, I think what my gut feeling is, we're gonna run the run and shoot. We're gonna change it up just a little bit, so you know, not too hard. Stanford, Minnesota, we're off the get-go. But I think it's going to be fun. This is going to be a fun season. Looking forward to it with Bassett, Maines, Kyle Nunn, Chandler Jones at receiver. Yeah, I think we're gonna put some numbers up. So I'm excited. Hopefully we get going in the right direction. Hopefully we make the bowl eligibility is going to be the biggest goal for me. I don't care what is on the sheet, but that's going to be it's my goal. Hopefully make it. But thank you for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you next time.